Hi friends, welcome to Mega Tutorials. We build your success. Today I am going to explain proteins. It is present in every part of the body. Chief source of proteins are milk, cheese, pulses, peanuts, fish, meat, etc. The word protein is derived from Greek word proteos. Proteos means primary or prime importance. Proteins are polymers of alpha amino acids and they are connected to each other by peptide bond. We can see what is alpha amino acid. Amino acids contain both amino group and carboxylic group and one functional group also. Depending upon the relative position, amino group and carboxylic group, amino acids are derived as alpha, beta, gamma, delta. Hydrolysis of protein, we can get alpha amino acids. These alpha amino acids means the functional group is attached to the first carbon, that is alpha carbon. This is the general structure of amino acids. It contains one amino group, one carboxylic group and one functional group R. This functional group R is differ for all amino acids. This functional group is important for every amino acid to recognize. And next, it exists in two forms. One is amino acid normal form and other form is ionic form. Amino acid normal form is in red color, ionic form is in purple color. In this structure, one amino acid combines with another amino acid. It loses water molecule and forms C double bond O NH bond. This bond is peptide bond which is present in protein structure. If the carbon atom is attached to four different groups or atoms, we can call that carbon asymmetric carbon or chiral carbon. So here asymmetric carbon or chiral carbon exhibits optical activity. So it forms D and L forms. If the amino group is right side, we can call that D amino acid. If the amino group is left side, we can call that L amino acid. Except glycine, all amino acids exhibits optical activity. Zwitterion or dipolar ion. It is a hybrid molecule containing positive and negative ionic groups. In strongly acidic pH, zwitterion exists a cation, that is low pH. In strongly alkaline pH means high pH, it exists a anion. At what pH it exists a zwitterion, we can call that pH isoelectric pH. That point is isoelectric point. Proteins contain 20 amino acids: glycine, alanine, valine, leucine, isoleucine. These are branched chain amino acids: serine, threonine, tyrosine. These are hydroxyl group containing amino acids: cysteine, cysteine, methionine. These are sulfur containing amino acids: aspartic acid, glutamic acid. These are acidic amino acids: lysine, arginine, histidine. These are basic amino acids: phenylalanine, tryptophan, tyrosine. These are aromatic amino acids: proline. This is amino acid. These are 20 amino acids of protein. First we can see aliphatic side chain amino acids. These are monoamino monocarboxylic acids. In these, valine, leucine, isoleucine contains aliphatic side chains with branched chain. That's why we are calling this branched chain amino acids. These are tyrosine, tryptophan, phenylalanine. These contains aromatic rings, that is indole ring. That's why we are calling aromatic amino acids. Acidic amino acids, aspartic acid and glutamic acid. These are dicarboxylic acids and their amides are aspargine, glutamine. Sulfur containing amino acids: cysteine, methionine, cysteine. Cysteine contains sulfhydryl group, methionine with thioether group. Cysteine is another amino acid which is formed by condensation of two molecules of cysteine. Cysteine is formed by two molecules of cysteine. Lysine, histidine, arginine are basic amino acids. In this, lysine and arginine contains guanido group. Histidine contains imidazole ring. These are dibasic acids. These groups separately in pink color. Next, we can see hydroxyl group containing amino acids: serine, threonine, tyrosine. These are hydroxyl group containing amino acids. In this, tyrosine represents both hydroxyl group and aromatic ring. That's why this tyrosine will come under aromatic amino acids also. Last structure is proline, that is amino acid which contains pyrrolidine ring. Based on the nutritional requirement, amino acids are divided into two types. One is essential amino acid, other one is non-essential amino acids. For essential amino acid, how we can say these amino acids cannot be synthesized by the body, therefore we have to supply in the diet. For non-essential amino acids, these are synthesized in the body, therefore we need not to supply in the diet. How we can remember these essential amino acids? These 10 essential amino acids are remembered by the term mat-will-fly, which is the first letter of each amino acid. Essential amino acids are methionine, arginine, tryptophan, threonine, valine, isoleucine, leucine, phenylalanine, histidine, lysine. These are the essential amino acids. So remaining 10 amino acids are non-essential amino acids: alanine, aspargine, aspartate, cysteine, glutamate, glutamine, glycine, proline, serine, tyrosine. These are non-essential amino acids. On the structure and shape of proteins, these protein structures are divided into four types. One is primary structure, second secondary structure, third tertiary structure, fourth quaternary structure. For primary structure, we are seeing linear sequence of amino acids here. Next, secondary structure. For secondary structure of protein, spatial arrangement of proteins by twisting of polypeptide chain we are seeing. For tertiary structure of protein, three-dimensional structure of functional protein is appearing. For quaternary structure of protein, spatial arrangement of polypeptide chains or subunits are we are finding here. Primary structure of protein. In this primary structure of protein, there are the linear sequence of amino acids. These amino acids are held together by peptide bond, which is C double bond O NH. This peptide bond is formed between the amino acids. The peptide bonds are uncharged at physiological pH, but peptides are charged due to terminal carboxylic end and amino group end. So we can say peptides are polyelectrolytes. We can write N-terminal end as N-terminal residue at the left side, carboxylic end C-terminal end at the right side. The amino acid sequence we can read from N-terminal end to C-terminal end. Secondary structure of protein. In this structure, two types of structures are identified. One is alpha helix and beta pleated sheets. Amino acids are located close to each other in these structures. First we can see alpha helix. In alpha helix, this is the most common structure, that is spiral structure of protein. This is look like spiral binding. This structure was proposed by Pauling and Corey. In this structure, amino acids are tightly coiled and packed, and amino acid side chains extended outwards from the central axis. The alpha helix is stabilized by extensive hydrogen bonding. All the polypeptide chains except first and last involves in hydrogen bonding. This is the secondary structure of beta pleated sheets. In this, fully extended peptide chains are present. In this structure, polypeptide chains are maybe parallel or anti-parallel. Beta pleated sheets may be formed either by separate polypeptide chain or a single polypeptide chain folding back on itself. Three-dimensional arrangement of protein structure is tertiary structure of protein. In this, hydrophobic side chains held interior, while the hydrophilic groups are on the surface of the protein molecule. Beside these hydrogen bonds, other bonds also present, that are disulfide bonds, ionic interactions, hydrophobic interactions, and van der Waals forces. These are the other bonds involved in tertiary structure of protein. Hydrophobic side chains means water hating side chains. Hydrophilic groups are in this water loving groups. We can see quaternary structure of protein. Most majority of the proteins composed with single polypeptide chain, but some of the proteins consist with two or more polypeptide chains. Such proteins are called oligomers. These oligomers are dividing like this: monomer, dimer, trimer, tetramer. Monomer means if it is single polypeptide chain, we can call that monomer. If it is double polypeptide chain, we can call that quaternary structure of protein is called dimer. If it is 3 polypeptide chains, trimer. If it is 4 polypeptide chains, we can call that tetramer. Bonds involved in the quaternary structure are hydrogen bonds, hydrophobic interactions, ionic bonds, and examples of this quaternary structure are hemoglobin, lactate dehydrogenase, which is having enzymatic function. Functional proteins are functions of proteins. In this, one is structural proteins, second catalytic proteins, third transport proteins, fourth hormonal proteins. For structural proteins, these proteins are giving structure to the body, parts or organs. Example, keratin and collagen. Keratin which is present in the hair, collagen which is present in the bone. Next one is enzymes or catalytic proteins. Example, pepsin which is present in the human digestive system, it digests protein. Next one is transport proteins. Example, hemoglobin which carries oxygen. Next, hormonal proteins. Example, insulin. This is used for sugar utilization in the body. Fifth, contractile proteins. Sixth, storage proteins. Seventh, genetic proteins. Eighth, defense proteins. For contractile proteins, example, actin, myosin, which are involved in muscle contraction. Next, storage proteins. Example, ovalbumin, which is present in egg. 7. Genetic proteins. Example, nucleoprotein, which is responsible for genetic information. Next, defense proteins. For this, immunoglobulin is an example, which is useful for immune response. Properties of amino acid. In these physical properties, we can see solubility, melting point, taste, optical property of amino acids. For solubility, these are mostly soluble in water and insoluble in organic solvents. For melting point, it melting at the temperature 200 degrees. Amino acids, some are sweet. Example, glycine, alanine, valine. Some are tasteless. Example, leucine. Some are bitter. Example, arginine, lysine. Optical activity of amino acids. It exhibits D and L forms, dextrorotatory form of amino acid and levorotatory form of amino acids. I will show it in pictures. Due to the carboxylic group of amino acid, it undergoes decarboxylation process and it forms salts, and it undergoes transamination process and oxidative deamination process, and it reacts with 9-hydrin, gives purple or blue color or pink color, and it reacts with Biuret's reagent, gives purple color. Based on their molecular shape, proteins are divided into two types. One is fibrous proteins, other one is globular proteins. In these fibrous proteins, polypeptide chains runs parallelly. For globular proteins, these polypeptide chains are coiled around to give spherical shape. For fibrous proteins, these proteins are generally insoluble in water. Globular proteins are soluble in water. Examples of fibrous proteins are keratin, myosin. Examples of globular proteins are insulin and albumin. Here I am giving some proteins with their molecular weights, which is important for examination of NEET. Insulin is having molecular weight 5700, myoglobin is 17,000, hemoglobin is 64,450, serum albumin is 69,000, and collagen is very important for examination because it is very abundant protein in mammals, and rubisco is another protein which is also important. It is most abundant protein on earth. We can see denaturation of protein. In biological system, protein is having unique three-dimensional structure and having its biological activity is called native protein. But different circumstances like change in temperature or change in pH or any chemical changes of native protein, the native protein's hydrogen bonds will be disturbed, results globules unfold and helix forms will disturb, or helix gets uncoiled and protein loses its natural activity. This we can call denaturation of protein. In denaturation of protein, protein loses its biological activity. Please like, share, subscribe and comment to Mega Tutorial videos. Nucleic acids to be continued for next episode. Thank you.